Welcome back, everybody. Alright, I'm at our Fort Worth drop yard right now, and getting ready to go pick up a load in Sherman at the Tyson facility there. So that's what we'll cover this one. I'll leave the dome light on temporarily. Sure, I stay clear of that trailer next to me. I noticed doing my last video that the pickup at JBS in Ottawa, the blue lights back there, yeah, they do make a nice look, but they don't do a great job of showing me. So during the nighttime hours, so man, some of you guys don't really care to see my face, and I can't say I blame you anyway. But some of you guys do, like my kids or whatever, or maybe some of you guys want to analyze my habits or something. So yeah, everybody has bad habits, good and bad. I'm no stranger to having a bad habit here or there you guys might pick up on or something. Anyway, we're gonna head down the street, and I'm just gonna go just stop there briefly, get me a drink, and we'll get rolling. Sherman is up off US 75 north of the Dallas area. It's about 80, I think it was about 88 miles from here. Probably be more like 90 because Google route was wanting me to take other surface streets up to the north. Alright, so anyway, I don't really plan on going that particular way. Like I said, I'm going to go to the truck stop right over here at the corner of Blue Mound and, well, I think this is Nafex Way right here, but whatever the street is right here that this car is on, I forget the name of. Don't know why. Anyway, yeah, just make a left onto that street and then take it right down to the light. And right there at that intersection is where the truck stop's at. I'm going to just make a quick stop at. Just go one block down behind me, and on-ramp to eastbound 820 is right there. Plan will be to take 820 over to 121 north. And then basically take 121 and which parkway is that? I forget. Not Bush, is it? I don't know if it's the President Bush Turnpike or the other one, or I think there was another one over there. Basically work up toward US 75 up in the Allen, and there's a town there that starts with K. I can't remember the name of it though. Colleen is getting stuck in my head, but I know for a fact it's not Colleen because I know Colleen is nowhere near there. Alright, that could be a tricky turn to make there. I'm not the biggest fan of that driveway. If you're a little bit careless, you can end up in a ditch. Alright, I'm going to turn the dome light off for now, so it's I'll leave that up. There's some kind of light shining here, but yeah, nighttime I tend to turn off at least the main the interior camera view, because there's not really much anything to see. But I prefer the audio off that camera over the front facing, and or the exterior cameras, I should say, or exterior oriented cameras. How's that? Alright, Fuel City right up here. I'm fine on fuel. Now, I did have a brain fart with my EFS card when I was still on Moberly, and I'm without an EFS card, so it makes for getting fuel a little bit of a challenge. So I'm going to have to be selective about where I get my fuel from. In other words, I can only get fuel from Violet Flying J locations and using the app until I get, until my card and I get reunited. I talked to the shop, the truck stop that I left it at, and they're gonna mail it out to my house. So hopefully it'll be there by the time I get home. Even if it's not, I'll be on home time for a few days anyway. So I think I'll be okay. Alright. Don't plan to be here long, but I'll just go ahead and... you know what? I need to wash my... I can always clean my window anyway. Or windshield, whatever. So let's take care of that first. Okay, so I have a pickup window of, I think it was 0017 to 417. I'm going to be there right around the midpoint of it, somewhere around there, or maybe just a little bit on the earlier side of the midpoint, which is usually what I try to do on these 4-hour pickup windows, just in case the load is not quite ready. But now then again, with the new HOS rules that went into effect last September, it's really not of any consequence, because I can spend as much time as I need there and stop my 14-hour clock and just roll whenever the load's ready without worrying about my 14 running down on me. So it was kind of a habit I developed in the past. That's not a JCT over there, is it? No. Nope. Alright. And I don't know, sometimes old habits die hard, like that one. And then sometimes those Tyson loads are rented out. Every time I go there, the load's ready to go by the time I'm even there. So, but you never know what's... there could be delays. And I do like to run in the middle of the night. I could have left earlier and then just, hey, when the load's ready, it's ready, and get rolling with it. But decided I'm going to go ahead and just roll at midnight. I'm kind of limited on hours anyway. I have 14 hours left on my 70 right now, which is fine for... that'll do me just fine for this shift. But the next shift, because tonight, the next recaps I get, I guess I'll just say, is just over 4 hours. So we only have about 18 and a half hours to work with over the next 2 days. That's not really a full schedule over 2 shifts. That's only like maybe 9.5 hours per shift, which is less than I tend to run. And then the next recap after that is another 4 hours. So yeah, I can't really do too much. Only 22 hours over the next 3 shifts, or the next 3 days, or whatever. So I don't need to run especially hard, which I don't think I will. Alright, let's see that Estes truck over there. That's right. I was going to say green arrow, so. I saw the green circle first, but then... and that was yield the opposing direction traffic, but then I saw the arrow saying, which tells me that I have right of way. Alright, so getting on the 820 eastbound now, on Interstate 820. Not supposed to slip off the gear shifter. It's not a very long distance over here on 820 before I get to where 121 is. We're real close to I-35W. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with where our terminal, where our Fort Worth yard is. And set it So, in the interest of not making this video too excessively long, I'm gonna go ahead and now that I'm coming right up on 35W right here. I'm going to go ahead and cut it forward to when I'm getting on to 121 northbound, which is only get a few minutes, but it's a few minutes less of your time that I have to take either. So, or you having to deal with like, okay, when's the next juicy part or something? Who knows? All right, guys, we're just under 2 miles away from 121 northbound. We're like 1 3/4 miles. Basically, we'll hit 121 up till we get to over by the Louisville area, and the area of Dallas known as the Colony, or the DFW area called the Colony. We're gonna work our way up to McKinney. That's the name of the town I was thinking about earlier. I don't know why I was thinking K. It has a K in it, that's why. Alright, so I haven't talked about, I don't think I mentioned where exactly this load is going. I did talk about it in the previous video, but didn't mention it yet here. We'll be going to the Walmart DC, the Hunter Park DC in Riverside, California. And it'll be going on home time probably right after that. Might do, I don't know, may or may not do something local on the 18th first. See how things go. Alright, 121 northbound right here. Now, last time I've picked up from this place, I believe it was in November. At least that's what Google says. Be correct. So I haven't been there in really recent months, but it hasn't been that long either. I don't know if I've been there earlier. Can't remember if I was there earlier this year at all, or if November was indeed it. Anyway, yeah, we'll be on 121 up until for the most part until we get on to 75 northbound. So I'll have some more footage for you guys shortly or in a bit here. We'll be on 121 for a little bit, I don't know, for not an incredibly long time, but not short either, I guess. 15 minutes, somewhere around there, I don't know. So we'll have some more for you when we get up to another interchange. Alright guys, got a couple more miles to go. We'll be on US 75. Coming through here, and I was on the phone with my wife when I switched over from 121 to, it was the toll road that I was talking about. It's called the Sam Rayburn Tollway. Basically, it parallels 121. 121 basically, if you call it a surface street that like a service road that parallels the tollway here. You have traffic lights and all that to deal with on it, and lower speed limits, so it definitely takes more time, but it doesn't cost you anything if you're trying to avoid tolls coming up this way. Or you can use the toll road that I'm on and just you see the traffic's virtually non-existent. Get through here very quickly. 75. Pretty short distance up ahead. Vlogged 53 miles, so it should be about 45-ish remaining before from here on up to Sherman. 121 North resumes right here as well. Good time of day to be coming through here. Very easy with no traffic around. Looking to live in the DFW area, I get the impression that the colony is a more affluent part of town. You got like Andretti or whatever it was, indoor karting spot, place over there. There's a pretty big hotel over there as well. Indoor skydiving. I mean, a whole bunch of places to eat. Now, I remember back in the 2000s, I actually looked at moving out here to the region. I was particularly interested in the Mansfield and North Richland Hills area in between Fort Worth and Dallas. We have a lot of pretty good looking homes over there. Alright, so we're on 75 North now. We'll resume the footage when we're about ready to get off the freeway. Or, yeah, off the highway, whatever. Alright guys, we're going to be getting off the freeway pretty soon here. Just got past a small town of Howell, Texas. We're going to have a left curve coming up here, and it'll be a ramp up here as well that we can use. There'll be an exit right before the curve. I can use that if I want to, but I'm going to use the next one. We just have to overshoot. Then cross over 75 to the other side and then come back to the south a short distance and be a right turn into an area over there. Exit 56 here, FM 1417. Exit 57 is the one I'm going to take. The off ramp for exit 57 is pretty much right across the highway from where the Tyson plant is at. Floodlights are right over here on the left. I believe that's the Tyson plant there. Actually, this is exit 56. FM 1417. Yeah, that is the Tyson plant. I'm just a hair below where I need to be able to get into the other gear. We're going to stay. Actually, I need to move over a lane because this lane gets back on to 75. 55 zone here on the service road. Okay, we have 2 left turn lanes. I'm gonna need to be actually, you know, there's no one coming. Sometimes in these cases you can straddle both lanes and kind of own them both. That way nobody comes in on the inside of you. It's traffic conditions are light enough right now where I don't really need to do that. See, I got a couple cars right here on the inside of me now, but by the time I even make the turn, it shouldn't be a problem. They'll probably be past me by the time I'm even ready to move back into that lane. Although the longer this damn light takes to turn green, the more opportunity they're going to give more traffic to come up and potentially be a problem. So that's something to consider too. Waiting for me. Yeah, it's a tight turn here anyway. Even using the outer lane, my tandem still barely cleared that island. Alright, we're going to take the southbound service road. Is that Quick Trip in there all the time? I don't remember it. Oh, maybe it has. There's no truck parking there. Looks like I see a couple of trucks parked over here in this Shell and Jack in the Box lot. The name of the street, but it's coming up pretty quick. I guess after this Kaiser aluminum place. Okay, I see the street sign up there now. Right after the 55 limit sign is where the street is I'm going to turn right onto. Usually you see trucks parked here on this street as well. So if you ever come here and you maybe a little bit early or something, need a place to park, this street is good. So we're gonna make a left turn at the end of the street. There'll also be a set of train tracks there. Basically a dead-end neighborhood here. Good. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard, yeah. Now, there's not going to be any trains coming across. There's a flatbed car sitting right there. Flatbed car, nothing else hooked up to it. nobody can come through here. As you see here, also there are other trucks parked here along this street. Might need to start my turn once the guy checking out is ready to leave. I'm certain that my trailer is in his way, so I'll definitely have to pull forward. Just kind of hoping Epis is able to get into the yard and me be able to get over there before he does that, though. Yeah, Epis is getting in his truck right now. Also, reminder, Tyson facilities always require reflective vests. I have a bobtail area right here next to in between the railroad tracks and the guard shack. There might be one spot left over there. Alright, this is leaving, so. Can't wait to get this clutch pedal problem fixed. It is so annoying. Well, once, probably next month when I get my PM done, I'll have them look at it again. Of course, I'm concerned about how expensive that's going to be, because I don't think it's just going to be a brake adjustment, a clutch brake adjustment, I mean. My arrival call first. Alright, so load is not ready to go yet, but it is in a door, so it's not going to be an incredibly long time.
33 minutes of remaining drive time.
Alright, I've got a slide 10. Oh, yeah. Come on. Clutch again. Good to go. Okay, now I usually make a left turn right here, but these guys all trying to get out of here. Oh yeah, I do see an opening too. Well, you know what? I think I could have dropped it right there in that spot. These are all empties too, so I think he said anywhere in the yard. Anywhere in the yard that's open, so put it right here. certified, Dave. When I hate when this damn thing does that. I'll review my damn logs first. Alright, so speaking of that shim, I got a violation on level 2 inspection coming into Missouri yesterday. What happened was I went across the scale and he said my trailer brake lights didn't seem to be working, so he pulled me back around and looked into it. Sure enough, the trailer brake lights weren't working. And turned out, man, I had shimmed the pigtail too, because one of the other, the left side flasher lights were not working. And turned out it wasn't, I mean, even though I shimmed it, it wasn't tight enough. So basically I had to put a thicker shim in there and got a better connection then. Because I have solid pins on the receptacle on that trailer. Pretty much every JCT trailer I've pulled has the solid pins. They also come in split pin varieties where you can take a screwdriver and wedge it in between and make the pins thicker. Basically, where they make better contact. I'm gonna park right here next to Tyson. There is room there. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I had to put a thicker shim in, and then the brake lights started working fine, but he still wrote me up for a violation on it. It's not a ticket. At least I don't think it was. Didn't say anything about there being any kind of fine or whatever. Let me check. I think it was just a ding on the inspection, really. I mean, it's a violation code there, but 393.23 is what he wrote up. Required lamp not powered by vehicle electric. Left and right side stop lamps on trailer, loose pigtail. Alright, doesn't have a citation number on there though, so don't think it's going to be any kind of fine, but will say it's my first violation on an inspection. It's not like I get inspected very often, but usually when I do, there's no violations. So, anyway, I don't know how long it's going to take. Might take an hour or two or something. I don't expect that it'll take an incredibly long time, though. So, I'm going to go back and get me a little bit of rest, and we'll finish this up here once I'm ready to pick the load up and check out of here, right? Alright, guys, load's ready. I don't know how long ago it was ready, but nobody ever called me to let me know that it was ready, so I just assumed I was still waiting, but I told them I was still waiting, and then I got a message back saying, "Are you sure it's not ready? Because I'm being told it's ready."
Attention, a new important message has arrived. Attention, a new important message has arrived.
So I got a message saying trailer 6818 ready for pickup, but how long ago was that? I don't know. It didn't come through my transflow
You
though.
have 8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
Let's wait on this guy, and I don't know if they, I mean, I probably could have gone through the other gate, but what's with all the seals on this guy's ICC bar? They've got a collection of plastic seals sitting on his ICC bar. Kind of weird. I'm really pissed if this thing was ready hours ago, and I've been sitting here thinking that it's not ready the whole time. I could have gotten it moving a long time ago, and now they're jamming me up on the ETA, and I'm already pissed off enough that I need a shower. And can't seem to get one because there's nowhere that I can get a shower for without having to pay for it, or where actually there's one available. So I'm starting to get really irritated with this, and then in fact, I'm gonna, if I take too long getting out of here, then I end up showing up at full truck stops or fighting with other people, or not fighting with other people, but waiting in line for a shower or whatever. Not the least bit happy with this happening here, especially when it's my home time load. Great, now this guy's camping out blocking the lane. Looking for 6818. Usually I find my load, I don't know. I think sometimes the loadeds are over on the other side, but it can be anywhere. There's a JCT sitting over here. What is this? There it is. Okay, it's supposedly not a heavy load at all, only 22,000 pounds or so. So I'm not even going to need to bother scaling it. But I will need to drop the landing gear, or raise the landing gear, whatever, because the trailer is sitting too high. Only 2,000 pounds. That was kind of difficult. It really is a light load. Tandem's all the way back, and my load gauge is only at 50 psi. It tells me it's a light one. No air in the reservoir. It tells me it's probably been sitting here a while. It's gonna piss me off even more. I don't have a lot of spare time to work with now because of this crap. I'm going to pull a little bit more forward to make sure I have room to get my tandems slid all the way back so they don't hit that berm on the side. That should be good. Alright. So I pull the plunger. Okay, I always like to put my tandems right at the 40-foot mark if I'm going to Cali. I don't like to have them too far forward. Too far forward means more tail swing, which means better, higher risk of hitting something or somebody if I'm backing into it somewhere. Go ahead and send departure info, that way I can just get rolling as soon as I'm out the gate. I'm getting enforcer lock on and get out of here. Yeah, even more annoying because I could have been out of here at old dark 30 when there was no traffic or anything. Now I'm in the mid-morning. Of course, you guys know I like to run at night. Looks like 75 northbound is still... 75 northbound is still closed.
0 minutes of remaining drive time.
Where are we going? Watching for eye contact from him to see what he gives any kind of indication of what he was doing. Looked like he might have just pulled that trailer out of the dock door and just going to drop it in the drop spot though, so. But where he was positioned, I could only guess that he might have been in the process of blindsiding to get into the door or something, I don't know. So, didn't want to make assumptions until I knew for sure that it wasn't going to be in his way. You know, this guy's a bobtail, go ahead. No need to hold him up when he's just going right out and I have to get checked out, so that'd be kind of a dick move on my part to not let him go first. See if I can get past the... Just want to make sure my trailer's not past them, is out of the way of that lane there, so if anyone goes by they can. get down the street. May change my SD card out and conclude this as well. So I'll probably just go down there to the next street over, and we'll call it a day. All right, now if there's a spot over here on the side, could even just stop right over here. Yeah, there's room here. Okay, I don't really want to take that parkway around the west side of town because I suspect there are going to be a lot of traffic lights. But 75 is closed over there in town, so I'm hoping maybe they have the service road or something. I mean, this is Texas, so I assume there's a service road there. Maybe I can use it. Alright, so I was in a nutshell. Let's see, what time did I get here? Got here just before 2 a.m. It is now 10:40, and I'm probably not going to get any detention pay because I don't know how long ago this was ready to go. It was probably ready a long time ago, and nobody, well, doesn't do any good for them to send it across by Qualcomm, but my Qualcomm shut off, and it doesn't come across by TransFlow, and I check my TransFlow every time when I woke up at least a couple of times in the middle of the night and check my TransFlow and check for missed phone calls, and nothing. So it's one of the annoying things that can happen, and unfortunately, if you end up late, it's they'll put it on you because they'll say you should have checked up every couple hours or something. So something to keep in mind. I had to figure out what my drop dead to leave here was before I was going to end up in a position where I need to get a relay for help or something for on-time delivery. I have time to work with, but not a hell of a lot. Not nearly as much as I could have had, and I'm not happy about that situation. So anyway, we'll call this a day, and we'll see you guys in Riverside. Thanks a lot. See you guys later.